Okay, this is the etude. I'm just going to be getting it out of the way real quick. And 1, 2. Alright. Smoke's blowing in my face. So this is my senior reflection to band. Thought I'd put some effort and go outside and start a fire. It's pretty good, I think. Anyways, we're supposed to reflect on our time in band here, and there's a whole list of things I want to talk about, but it should be good. I'm going to get through what I think could be improved about this program first, just because that can, I don't know, it just seems like the best thing to start out with. So, a couple things I have written down. It's not much, but the one thing I keep seeing other kids from other bands and in the area, the only thing I really hear from them that they could like most exactly see and is most apparent in the issues with specifically marching in our marching band is the fact that they can see individuals making mistakes. Like, not everyone's committed. That's the one thing I've heard, but it's the most apparent thing. Individual marching technique is the biggest thing I can see that has room for improvement in our program. Other than that, I only have really one other thing I feel like could be improved. This is more of a quality of life change I feel like that could be made, is the band leadership. I don't think you guys need to call it a hierarchy. To me, at least, other kids may or may not interpret it this way, but hierarchy implies that there's someone above you, that you're lesser than another person in the band. If you were to call it some sort of like chain of command instead, I feel like that's a better term to describe the leadership we have in this program, mostly because it doesn't like put down other students. It doesn't make them feel like in a 17th century hierarchy they don't feel like a peasant, you know? Those are the most glaring improvements that I feel like could be made. I want to save the good stuff for the last, so I'll save stories and some funny things y'all don't know for the end. So next, I'm going to get into some advice for future and current kids in the band. This phrase is said a lot in the beginning, especially, and towards new and incoming freshmen. But the phrase, "it's worth it," or "it'll get better," or "at the end of the day, it's all good and it's worth it." And to me, as a freshman, I didn't really like that phrase, mostly because it's operating on some sort of blind faith that you're just going to have to roll the dice and hope that it's good. It's great that a lot of leadership and the directors say this a lot, mostly because it reassures students that they're going to have a good time and it's going to be a great experience when you think about it in the long run. But I just don't like operating on blind faith, but it's really true. Hard work, yes. Lots of hours spent, yes. But truly, being in the band program is a really great experience, and the most important thing that I take away from band is the friends and memories that I personally acquired along the way. As a departing senior, I've had my fair share of many stories and fun experiences that I've had with this program. Though marching band is hard work, you get to come together with a lot of people you never even knew at first that become your family, and you get to experience something so special that you can't really get with other clubs or events that happen in the school, because as the band family, we're very close. As I said before, because we spend so much time together, it's hard not to grow attached and feel a sense of camaraderie with the rest of the band members. And it truly happens. You get these potentially lifelong friends that help you grow throughout high school and help you have a place in high school so you don't feel like you're just drowning in the sea, you know? It's a really great and special bond that we share, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, you know? The memories you make here are just fantastic, and it's really satisfying and worth it to see this program and the people you come to know and love come together to make something so entertaining and amazing for both an audience, your parents, and judges that happen to be seeing you. Entering band gave me such a security that I know I'd have friends, and that I know that I'd always be welcome among this group of people, as long as I didn't act up too much or anything. It's really nice to feel welcome, especially in a place that you're going to spend the next 4 years of your life with, a new place even. Overall, the friends and family you meet in this program are going to be there with you while you create lifelong happy memories that you'll never forget. It's truly a great experience, and I love it. Otherwise, why would I be here for 4 years? Alright, now to the fun stuff. I have some fun stories and some things the directors don't know but might find funny. So I'll get through those real quick. This might be well known, but we have a tech named Michael Crowley. Anyways, Crowley is a cool dude. He helps the brass, and because of that, we just decided to call him Dad, and we never let him go of it. And it got to a point where we even contemplated, we didn't pull the trigger because we didn't really feel that confident in it, but we were about to create and order shirts that just say, "We love our dad," and it just had a picture of Crowley on it. I had a fun time designing and creating those potential shirts, and even though we didn't make them, I'm super glad that that's a core memory I have of band. It's just really funny to think about us calling what was truly a father figure within the band program our dad. And one last little thing that I thought would be funny that the directors don't know. This only applies to those who were there my freshman year, but my freshman year we had this senior section leader for the tubas. His name was David Payne. Now, my sister was in the same grade as him, and from her, he didn't say this ever, from her, I learned that David's first name was actually Paul, and he just goes by his middle name. And because of that, we realized, oh, that name acronym, those initials are PP. And so, after my freshman year, me and all the other freshmen that were there to experience it just decided to keep on calling whenever he showed up to a competition that we went to or anything like that. We just look at him, point, and we call him PP, he's here. And that's been his nickname, and it's stuck ever since. I don't think we're ever gonna let him go of that for however long he comes and checks out what the band is doing. But yeah. Alright, I think we should get this fire back up a little. How do we go about doing that? Just more lighter fluid? Woo! Jeez, alright. Now we're talking. Alright, back to what I was saying. The last thing on the list to talk about is some fun stories. So I have a lot of these written down, I'm gonna try and get through the ones that I think are extra funny. But to get the little nitty-gritty small things that I found really fun about the band is that in our buses, for one, the bus rides are really fun. It's one of the most social and like erratic sources of fun that can be found in the band program. A lot of my most fond memories of band are just from bus rides, from either competitions or games or whatnot. And on these buses and even outside, we would just have these little chants. These sayings were just said anytime, really, during shows, during bus rides, just anytime. And it's stuff like, "Can I please get a waffle?" And the whole bus just repeating, "Can I please get a waffle?" And it's super funny to me. It's really enjoyable. Specifically, a tuba chant we had is at the end of a lot of our rehearsals. One of our section members named John would always just go, "Can I get a stuffed crust?" And the rest of the tuba section just booms out with, stuffed crust. As I talked about earlier, I designed those t-shirts. I do a little bit more of graphic design just in my spare time because I find it really fun. And a tradition I have is generally during the Christmas time or Christmas season, but not exclusively, I tend to Photoshop different food logos and try to put either directors or band members' names into it. So, for instance, I had Mountain McCann's, which is just Mountain Dew, and I know McCann loves Mountain Dew, so I think Diet though now. Additionally, I made some other stuff like Jane Perone bars. That's a really long story inside joke, but there was just this band member that went by Jane Perone. I put him on a crunch bar, because why not? Sounded fun. And then this past year, I decided to do both, I think it was Travis Cheez-Its and Katrinits, and I photoshopped them onto Cheez-It boxes, because both Whaley and Benicasso love Cheez-Its. And the last fun little story I want to talk about that has probably been discussed at length by the other two members in their own senior videos, Sendoffs, is the Yuli Salgado and Cameron McKenzie incident of my freshman year. Basically, at a competition, I believe we were at Birdville, just after we had completed a run. We decided to go back to the buses before the finalists were announced for that competition. And basically, a series of events unfolded to where we were stealing our section leader, David Payne, PP. We were stealing his phone a lot. And it was juggling around the different band members because we were set on not letting him get his phone back. For whatever reason, we decided we're stupid freshmen. Anyways, it ended up that PP's phone ended up with Ulysses, and while he was putting away his sousaphone outside the bus, both David Payne and this other section member named Cameron McKenzie were just talking to him and asking him, "Hey, do you have David's phone?" Basically what ended up happening is that Yuli denied having the phone, of course, as you do, and basically David, without saying anything or planning anything, just shouts from the bus window, "Okay, have fun," and then proceeds to slam it shut. And Cameron McKenzie, who is also in the bus, bolts out of the bus. He runs out of the doorway of the bus and starts sprinting towards Ulysses because he's like, "Hey, he has this dude's phone. I'm going to try and give it back." And the look of fear in Yuli's eyes is a sight I will never forget. You could just see that he was shaken so bad, and he started sprinting away with all his might while Cameron chased him around trying to get his phone back. And wow, that is stuck as a good memory since my freshman year. Such a great experience. Well, that's all the major things I can think of at this moment. So I just wanted to try and see if I can put together some images and photos and videos that I thought were really funny from my whole 4-year experience at band. So hopefully that's showing right now. I just think these photos are hilarious and they capture some great memories that I really have of the band. And that's about it. I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed my experience with band. It really helped me enjoy and get through high school with all of its ups and downs. I love the experiences. I will never forget how I felt at the end of our, I believe, 2019 show year, where we had the best run at Waco, and everyone was ecstatic. It was just a great night, and memories like those I will never forget, and I truly appreciate all that the band has given to me and allowed me to experience throughout my entire high school career. So I just wanted to say thank you to the directors for pushing everyone and allowing us to have this great experience and family that we foster here at Martin. Love you all. I'll miss you. I'll miss everyone here, but it's been a good time. So, thank you. Bye-bye.